Welcome, welcome. We are live. We are live. We skipped the intro today. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Let me know in the chat if you can see me and hear me. Let me get my chat over here up and running. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another exciting episode of Apple Home Talk Live. Hope everybody's doing well today. Looks and sounds good. Thank you, Travis. Keenan, what's going on? Bruce, Frederick, appreciate you, Frederick. How's everybody doing today? All right, yeah, I had a little technical difficulty with my intro countdown there, but that's all right. We'll get up and running right away. It's good to be back. We had last week off. We skipped last week, the live stream anyways. So we're back, and I guess a little bit rusty, but great to see everybody here. Hope you guys are doing well. If this is your first time joining a live stream, welcome. We're going to hang out for about the next hour and talk about all things Apple Home and smart home and products. And I'll share some of the stuff I'm doing. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. It'll be a good time to ask questions as well. Yes, happy 4th of July. Mike, what's going on? Mike, Juan, Larry. What's up, Larry? Peter is here from Denmark. Yeah, we got a little 4th of July theme going on here for my all my friends here in the U.S. We got 4th of July tomorrow, so let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing anything fun for the holiday. Maybe you have the day off. That would be nice. But yeah, we'll hang out. We got some stuff to talk about, especially since we skipped last week's live stream. So there are a few things to go over. Not a whole lot really, but we got some discounts and sales definitely coming we can cover. And like I said, it'll be a good time for you guys to ask questions. And if you do have a question throughout the chat, I just ask that you preface your comment with the word question. Spell out question for me, all caps, even better. That'll just kind of flag to me that it's a question. And I will flag all those comments and questions rather, and we'll come back to as many as I can during the stream. So feel free to do that. And yeah, Frederick's going to be grilling some steaks tomorrow. And I should say, too, if you've joined a live stream before, welcome back. So good to see you guys. I see we got a lot of members in the chat. Also, yes, Brian, thank you. Please do only ask once. Appreciate that, Brian. I will do my best to flag questions. And like I said, I'll come back to the questions. So no need to spam the chat. It does not help anybody. Thank you, Brian. But yeah, today is also the first Wednesday of the month, which means we hold our members monthly hangout. It's basically a video Zoom-like call over in Discord. So all of the channel members here would love to see you there later on. That's going to be after the stream. About 30 minutes after we end this stream, we'll do that member hangout. Again, that's open to all channel members. So hope you guys can be there. It's always a lot of fun. We get to hang out and just talk about, the different things we're doing and ask questions and stuff like that. And if you're not a channel member and would like to become one, there should be a join button somewhere down there on YouTube where you can join the channel for about $5 a month, and that'll give you access to early access to new videos. Also, that member Discord server I was talking about, where we always do a lot of stuff, a lot of good feedback. I've actually been going there lately too to get some feedback from other people, all the great members in that group. And yeah, we do our monthly hangouts, lots of cool stuff there. We try to do as channel members. So thank you guys all for the support and for being here today as well. So Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Let's see if my thing works. Yes, all right, good deal. Good afternoon, happy 4th of July. A day early. Hope you're doing something fun. Also, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet tomorrow, but hopefully it'll be fun. Probably I might try to get outside a little bit, maybe spend some time in the sun, maybe grill some steaks like Frederick. That would be nice. Big parade tomorrow with large fireworks display over the lake at night. Looking forward to the festivities. Very nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people and a lot of kind of events and stuff around here will take place over the weekend. So we'll probably, I don't know, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Eric, what's up? Eric Wielander's in the house. Eric Wielander, guys, go check out Eric's channel if you're not already familiar. Eric has a great YouTube channel all about Apple Home and smart home stuff. Does some great stuff. Yeah, I did see that, Eric. Thanks for bringing that up too, because I wanted to discuss that and I completely forgot to put it in my notes. Let me see if I can find. I know they made a let's see, LG Acquisition. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about that. What do you think, Eric, and anybody else here? I know we've got some Homi Pro users in the Discord server. I'm not sure if anybody is here in the chat. So Homi, let's see, here we go. All right, trying to pull up a press release or something. So Homi, for those that don't know, this was just announced, I think today, maybe yesterday. They're joining with LG. Basically, the parent company of Homi is getting, I guess, acquired by LG. So I don't know. That's interesting. It says they're excited to announce that LG Electronics has acquired 80% stake in Atham, which is the parent company of Homi, to strengthen LG's position in the smart home market. The company's founders, Stefan and Emil, will stay on as executives. So I think the whole team there is staying in place, which is good to hear. It says Homi will continue as is, remaining committed to developing Homi Cloud and Homi Pro. So yeah, it also said in the near future, LG will embed Homi technology in its products. So that's really interesting. I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. Bringing Homi connectivity and integrations to LG customers. So that's really interesting. I mean, I'd say all in all, that's probably a win for smart home enthusiasts. I personally really, really love using Homi. It's fantastic product. John says maybe the price will go down. Oh, that would be nice too, huh? Let's see. Try to see if you guys got any comments here about that. I wish I could make this a little bit smaller. Sorry guys. Let me get this straight. So I see some questions. Let me flag these questions here for later. Yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I know LG's implementation of HomeKit is probably my least favorite, probably my most problematic HomeKit integration that I have here. It just has never been very reliable. So, yeah, it will be really nice to see what they can do with the Homi team there. Yeah, there you go. Eric says, hopefully the Homi team can make LG's smart home software better over time. Yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, really interesting to see how that plays out. I was a bit surprised to see that, but hopefully that's a good thing for the Homi team, and hopefully that'll just give them more resources to build better products and software. Their software is already so fantastic, and that's one of the things I really love about Homi. Edgar's Home Tech. What's going on, Edgar? Another good smart home channel here in the house. Y'all check out Edgar's Home Tech if you haven't already. A newer YouTube channel, I believe. Also, we've got George. What's up, George? And all of my 6 LG voice assistants just went crazy. George also has a good YouTube channel as well. I know George is recovering from surgery, I think. So, George, thanks for being here. I hope all is well, assuming you're feeling good since you're here. Glad to have you with us. And yeah, guys, definitely go check all these great YouTube channels here in the house. That's awesome. Good to see everybody. Lurk Jerk, what's going on, Lurk Jerk? John K. Wolf. Let's see some more questions. I'm going to save these for later. I'm going to come back to these questions, y'all. So yeah, we covered the Homi. A couple of products that I saw. Oh, I did also see this too. I heard, I think it was in a newsletter, that iOS 17.6 brings consumption measurements for Matter outlets, which is pretty nice. So that was in a newsletter I read. I don't think we'll see that until probably iOS 18, but maybe something, For those of you who like that feature, that'll be nice. I think it'll just be for Matter products, but probably not your HomeKit products, but it'll be a Matter thing. But that's nice. That'll be a nice development, I think. And speaking of, we'll go ahead and answer this one here. Carl, thank you, Carl, for the question. Since we're speaking about Homi Pro, says, is Homi Pro a good idea as a smart home super hub with all the radios? Was disappointed that a Car M3 doesn't support third-party Zigbee devices. Yeah, I think Homi Pro, and this is my opinion, is a great smart home hub. I think for anybody who's getting started, especially, it can be a little tricky if you already have a ton of smart home devices because their integrations are a little bit limited, so you might have trouble integrating some of your existing devices. But if you're getting started, you can get Homi Pro and then just get stuff that get products that will work with Homi Pro. Their software, everything. I've been really happy using the Homi Pro, so I think it is a good option for somebody to get started. It's got Z-Wave, Zigbee, all that, and let's see. I guess I can pull it up on the screen so you guys see what we're talking about. Most advanced smart home platform. I love the automation engine that this thing has built in. It's really just a pleasure to use. I really love this. Yeah, so I think it's a good option. It gives you really advanced capabilities in a very easy to use package, I feel like, and the capabilities can be very advanced if you want them to be, but they don't have to be. So that's really nice. It's kind of like I feel like this, if Home Assistant seems a little daunting and something that's a little out of your league, then Homi Pro I feel like would be a great alternative. If that makes sense. That's kind of what I think about. Thanks, Frederick. I thought I did have the question up. Did I not have the question up? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't have the question up, sorry. I thought I did have that posted up there. Just what's going on? Don't know how to say this name. I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry. It says, I love your videos. Thank you. Just bought a home assistant hub called Atham. Do you think it is safe? I don't know. That's interesting that isn't that the parent company of Homi we were just talking about, the same name? Yeah, it is, but I don't think that's the same thing. I'm not sure about this one. Anybody familiar with this? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this one. Let's see. Questions. I got questions. Don, what's going on, Don? Don, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Hold on. There we go. Thank you, Don. Don just gifted 5 memberships, so 5 people were gifted memberships. Thanks to Don. So as a channel member, like I said earlier, you've got access to the member Discord. You can get into that, or our monthly member chat, which we're doing later on after the stream today. Early access to new videos, all the good stuff that comes with being a channel member. You have that for a month, and then you can choose to extend that if you want, or you don't have to do anything. It'll just expire after a month if you were gifted it. Yes, Homi is Atham, Lurk Jerk, but the question was about this other product that I'm not familiar with. Well, I guess that is maybe the same company. Yeah, I'm not sure about their Home Assistant hub. I'll have to look more into that. Rob, we got a super chat from Rob. Thank you so much, Rob, for the super chat.
Super chat.
Rob says, you see the video from WWDC about embedded Swift and DIY hobbyist HomeKit / Matter devices. Wasn't it in the keynote? it was huge. Thank you for the link there. Let's see. I don't know if I can copy that from here. I don't think I can. I'll check that out later. I don't know if I saw that one. I watched one or two of the videos from WWDC, but I don't know if I saw that one. So I'll definitely check that out. Thanks so much, Rob, for posting that. And the link is right there in the chat where you guys can copy that from Rob's super chat if you want to check that out. I will definitely check that out later today. Thank you, Rob. And thanks for the super chat as well. I'll definitely check that out. Maybe we can report back next week on that. Oh, thank you, Brian. Brian got some info for the Homi. Okay, link for the Homi acquisition. Ty, what's up, Ty? All right, so a couple other things I wanted to share with you guys. So Switchbot has the Switchbot Remote. This was interesting to me. I've seen some mixed reviews. I don't know if anybody has tried this yet. Eric, if you're still here, I'm not sure if Eric or George, any of you guys have tried the Switchbot Remote. I've been kind of interested about this. It says it works with Apple TV in the description. Yeah, I don't know. It supports Matter through the Switchbot Hub, which I do have. So I've been thinking about getting one of these and trying it out. I don't know. You guys let me know. So this can control all your Aara devices. It can also control your Switchbot devices, which is cool. That's one reason why I'm thinking about this, because I have a ton of Switchbot blind tilts in one or two rooms, particularly with an Apple TV. So might be something that I want to try out. Curious if you guys are interested to see more of this, maybe on the channel or what it can do. Let's see. Smart Home Solo says I'm interested. Okay, thank you. Eric has not played with that one yet. Lurk Jerk, I have pre-ordered the remote but only heard bad reviews. Yeah, I've heard some mixed ones, so I haven't heard all bad stuff, but I have heard some bad stuff too. So it made me like, well, I don't know if I want to do it or not, but I am curious though, so I might try it out for myself. George thought about trying it, but think I might get bored. I think I would like it just to control all my blind tilts if that worked well, you know. But I don't know. Looks interesting and it's a good price. Yeah, it is a good price. Thanks, Carlos. Carlos is interested. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll get one, try it out. Maybe I'll do a short video if nothing else. Maybe a long video. I don't know. We'll see. But it is a new product. I thought it was a pretty interesting product. Kind of came out of nowhere, I felt like. So I didn't know anything about this really until it was released. So yeah, interesting. Might check it out. Okay, good to know what you guys think. Let's see. Also, Govee announced a new neon rope light for wall lining. So this came out recently. It's basically like the neon rope light 2 to me it looks like, but this is more basically designed for corners, I think. So I just posted a video this past weekend about the neon rope light 2, which is awesome. My wife really loved it. It was like probably my wife's favorite smart home thing that I've done, at least in quite a while. So that was fun. But yeah, they just announced this, which is you can kind of see in the photos here how it's intended for like corners of the room and stuff. But just, I mean, and it supports Matter. So Govee is just like, they're really starting to crank out Matter products, which is pretty exciting, I think. You guys aren't able to see any of these questions? Are you able to see that right there? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, not seeing anything. So you're not seeing my, okay, let me see. My bad. Are you guys seeing, you guys aren't even seeing my screen. Is that correct? There we go. Okay, that was my bad. This software. Always. So you guys haven't even been seeing my screen every time I've showed something on the screen. So you're probably looking at me, looking down here like an idiot, not wondering what the heck I'm looking at. So yeah, I did have the Switchbot. I had this on screen, was showing the remote for a while as we were talking about that. My bad, guys. My bad. Are you seeing this now? No screen displayed either, really. Oh, you see this? Okay. All right. Oh man, see what happens when I take a week off from live streaming? I get back and I'm just all over the place, man. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. I appreciate your patience, guys. Thank you, thank you. So yes, this is the Switchbot Remote that we were talking about. It supports Matter. You can program these little buttons right here in the middle to kind of control your scenes and stuff like that. So that's what I was talking about. Sorry again, you couldn't see my screen there. And then here's the Govee light strip that I was referring to that shows the corners. This is intended for corners, very much like the Govee neon rope light that I just installed in that last video that I posted. Need a stronger whiskey. Yeah, I know, right? We might. It might be time during the member stream later, the after hours version, Brian. So yeah. But yeah, here we go. This is yeah, like I said, this supports Matter here and Govee. They've really been cranking out those Matter products lately, which is really exciting to see. Whether you love Govee or not, I'm always excited to see a company who's just putting out new products, and products that support Matter on top of that. It's just really, really nice to see. So, let's see. Also, the next thing I wanted to share, I am really excited about this. Me and Brian were talking about this a little bit earlier in the week. So, um, GE Cync has released this. So this is the under cabinet lighting product. Let me see if there's not really any great photos here. They've got basically two versions. You got a bar and these little pucks. They can be tied together for under cabinet lighting. I first saw this at CES and I was really excited about this one. It supports Matter and there's not really a good product like this for HomeKit specifically. So I was really excited about this. Eric says, I'm very interested in the new GE Cync lights as well. Yeah, Eric saw them at CES too. So yeah, they looked really cool. Again, nothing quite like this for HomeKit users anyways. So I've been excited about this. It's here now. You can actually order these, I think, from Amazon. I believe they're available now. I'm not sure if the pucks are, but if they're not, they will be very soon from my understanding. But these bars right here come in 3 different sizes. They are, let me see if it says here, yeah, 12-inch, 18-inch, and 24-inch sizes. And then you have the little puck as well. Again, let me see if I click that. I don't think, okay, it's out of stock. Oh, but they do have it maybe at Best Buy and at Lowe's. Okay, so that's good to see. But yeah, these are very nice. Allergic says they're really ugly, right? So these go underneath the cabinet. So these are intended not to be seen. They will go underneath your cabinet to shine down. It should have a nice thick, especially the bar has that nice thick diffused lighting right there. Here we go. Here's a better picture maybe. And you can see it does support Matter. I feel like GE needs to they could do a little bit better with their like marketing towards Matter because folks like us would probably get pretty excited. I mean, we do get pretty excited about this, but they don't really mention Matter. So like you see in their description that says works with Alexa and Google Home. They don't say anything about Matter right here. It is on the box. We know it does support Matter, but same thing in this page here. Like they don't even mention Matter at all. But they do support Matter. I'm excited about these. I think I'm going to finally redo my kitchen cabinets. It's a project I've been thinking about doing for quite a while. I've thought about doing a few different light strips here and there, but with this coming out, I think this will be a perfect product for an installation like that. So I think I'm going to give it a shot and see how they do. Quick question, I'll answer this one real quick. Harold says, what is the globe light over your shoulder? That is the Eve Flare. Love those things. I will share with you real quick on Amazon. It's this guy right here. Oh, they got a little 10% off discount, it looks like. I'll drop a link in the chat there for that. Oh, I don't know if that worked. That was a long link. I don't know if that's right or not. I tried. But yeah, eFlare. And I should mention too, guys, for those of you who are interested in stuff, you may want to hold off. There are some really good discounts going on right now. But yeah, Lone Star Trent said Prime Day is coming up. So stay tuned for that. What I always do on Prime Day is I try to gather all of the deals that relate to HomeKit, specifically Apple Home. So products and everything that work with Apple Home. And I will try to consolidate all of that into one place so you could just see all the deals. I do that over on my website and stuff, and we'll probably do a video and everything. But we'll share with you all the Prime Day deals. I've already been hearing from manufacturers. So I'm not saying go buy stuff you don't need. It's very tempting, but don't do that. But if you've been waiting or wanting certain things, waiting for a good deal, it may be a good time to pull the trigger on some of those. With that said, I will share just a couple of deals that are right now are going on that you may want to go ahead and pull the trigger on, because some of these are really good. First of all, Switchbot is doing a 4th of July sale. I did put links to most of this stuff in the description of the video too, by the way. But Switchbot has a 50% off sale, or up to 50% off, excuse me. Oh, look, there's the little remote. I'll make sure you guys can see my screen this time. But let's see, if we click on this, I think even that Switchbot S10 robot vacuum that I recently reviewed, yeah, right here, $400 off of this thing. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I don't know if it's going to get it. I think that's the cheapest I've seen that right there. This is insane. This is that robot vacuum that you can tie into the plumbing in your house. I did a whole video on it if you guys are interested. But really cool. So that's a big discount. Looks like 25% off the Switchbot curtains. I have a bunch of these in my house. In fact, I've got, let's see, I think 8 of them set up that I use every day. And then I've got 2 more that are still waiting for me to set up. So I love these to control your existing blinds. But yeah, a lot of good. It's 4th of July sale, and tomorrow is the last day you could take advantage of these deals. So again, there's a link in the description for that. Also, speaking of robot vacuums, Narwal has an anniversary sale going on right now. And I love this robot vacuum. This is the one that I'm currently using in my house, the Narwal Frio X Ultra. So there is, let's see, what's the discount on this one? $300 off right now on that. And then this thing right here is awesome too. I just started using this, the Mop S10. This thing is really awesome. It's not smart. Well, it is actually kind of smart, but it doesn't connect to your smart home. But it has some really nice technology built into this. And they even have like bundles and stuff. So some good discounts here from that one as well. Let's see. I think that's it. There's a couple other discount codes and stuff that I have that I put in the description below. If you guys want to check out any of those. Let's see. I'm going to try to catch up in the chat with you guys. Frederick says, I'm looking hard at that new Narwal mop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It really is, man. That thing can tackle just about any mess that you can make. I like it a lot. My wife really likes it. Ever since we saw that at CES also, and she was like, I think that's like one products that she was like really, really into. Thanks, Larry. Larry says, leave a like for the video. Only 7 so far. Get Shane up there in the ranks. Thank you. Yes, gotta keep the YouTube algorithm happy, I guess, right? Appreciate that, Larry. Yeah. Well, I haven't used one in quite a while. It's been my daughter's job for a long time. But yeah, since getting all the robot mops and vacuums and stuff, I've done a lot less of it by hand. That's for sure. But still has to be done every now and then. Michael, we talked about that earlier in the stream, actually. So I'm not going to rehash all that. But yeah, definitely look back in the stream afterwards if you want to check out some of the conversation around LG taking over Homi. Question. Posted about this earlier. Didn't think it was Matter. It looks like it is. I don't know if I can copy. Let's see. Oh, the tower fan. Brian mentioned the tower fan. So this is probably part of the Govee Life products. Is this out now? It's available. So yeah, they did have some of these products. Yeah, Matter compatible. Very cool. I have not tried this one out personally, but I remember seeing this at CES too. They had quite a few Govee Life products that were Matter compatible. That's a good one. I need one up here, I think. It is hot in this room today. I would love one of those right next to me right now. All right, let me answer some of these questions. I know you guys have been patient. I appreciate you. Real quick, Rob says, I would be careful with smart locks after the WWDC announcement. The automatic unlock might not have widespread support until later. Yeah, from what I understand, I don't think this is going to be implemented for a while. Probably at least sometime 2025. That's kind of what I've heard. It's going to be a Matter thing, so it's it'll be whenever Matter picks up the standard and all that stuff gets worked out. So I think it's going to be a while. I wouldn't hold on, and I missed the original comment here, so I apologize for that. Oh, I see it now. Vivian's Tech Reviews. So I'll go jump to that comment too while we're talking about it. But that is a very good point, Rob. So Rob is talking about the recent announcement that locks will be able to support ultra wideband in the future, meaning it'll have like an automatic unlock feature when you get within 6 feet. I don't think that's going to be implemented in anytime soon, not in HomeKit. I would expect probably not until at least probably a year from now, like mid 2025 if we're lucky. I could be wrong, but the stuff that I'm hearing, it's probably going to be a while for that. Vivian says, what's up, Shane? What HomeKit lock do you suggest for someone in India with a budget of $150? I don't really know exactly what's available to you there in India, but and I don't know what type of lock you need, but assuming, let's see, $150, Aara probably makes some of the best HomeKit locks for an affordable price, lots of features. The U50 is probably around that range. Let me see. Trying to remember exactly. Oh, $150 exactly, it looks like. And they ship a car is pretty much international, so maybe you can get this one. It supports Home Key, which is really nice. HomeKit, not fingerprints. That's the only thing this one doesn't have, but it does support NFC tags and all the things except for fingerprint, basically. So this one is probably going to be the one I would choose for 150 or less. Yeah, hopefully that helps. But yeah, I feel like I was just telling my wife, it feels like this year has been like the year of smart locks. There's been so many smart locks that I've been testing out and some really good ones coming out. So I've actually got some reviews coming out with some more smart locks. So yeah, I don't think if you need a lock, I probably wouldn't wait for the ultra wideband. I think you'll be waiting for a long time. If you don't need a lock, then, obviously don't buy a lock. But if you need a lock, I'd probably go ahead and get one that supports Home Key, I think. Those are my favorite ones. Vivian says they don't have support in India. So if we import it and there's an issue with the lock, there's no way we could get service as it's not international. What happened to my... Sorry, my little chat got all messed up. There you go. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm not sure what else you would have. Yale has a good one. I've got a review coming out on that one pretty soon. Um, let's see. Schlage is a really good one, but those are all going to be over $150. So that's going to be the tricky part, finding a good HomeKit lock under $150. Yeah, Rob, go ahead and you can ask that question again. All right, let me get to some of these because I know we got some people waiting. Let me flag a few more. Yeah, good suggestion, Poke McMaster. I see you there. U50. Yep, great suggestion. Okay. Oh, thank you, Eric. I just saw this comment. Eric says keep a lookout for locks that support the. I can't say this word for whatever reason. Aliro, maybe standard with UWB, and I think this is going to be a Matter thing. So Matter is going to take this on, I guess, as the standard for their kind of like home key version of for smart locks in Matter. And yeah, Eric says I heard 2025 too. Yeah, and yeah, so it's always good that Eric agrees there. Let's see. Let me get to some of these questions here. I've said that how many times? All right. Appreciate your patience, guys. Sean says, I'm looking to upgrade our camera system right now using Arlo Ultra and just don't connect well. I've watched your PoE system on maybe on your channel, I guess. Yeah, so if you're interested in PoE and you're looking into PoE, I would go with probably one of two options. Usually what I recommend for PoE, either Unify or Reolink. People love Unify. It's going to be probably a little bit more involved in getting it set up, maybe a little bit more expensive, but people really love those. I may try some of those myself. I just recently got a Unify networking system set up, so that may be in my future. The other one, like I said, Reolink is really, they actually just sent me, they just sent me a little care package. So Reolink, that's the name right there of the other brand. And they make PoE cameras that are really affordable, but they're very good quality. So I like these, and that's what I'm using throughout my house. I have them integrated into HomeKit through Scripted is what I'm doing. And yeah, they sent me their doorbell too. So that's what's in this little package here, and like a t-shirt. So that was a nice little surprise I got earlier this week. But yeah, I will probably try Unify at some point, but Reolink, great quality, great price. You can get it in a HomeKit if you're willing to go like with Scripted and stuff. So that's kind of my 2 cents there in terms of PoE cameras. Ghost Rider, thank you so much for the super chat. Man, I appreciate that. Says thanks for all the great content. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for watching. Let's see. What are you using? David Rainley says, what are you using smart plugs for these days? With so many devices being smart or being able to directly integrate, I'm finding it hard to find use cases for my plugs. Yeah, I feel you there. I've kind of been in that same scenario. I don't use them a ton, so I usually break out smart plugs like crazy around the holidays, come Christmas. Basically, any holiday decoration that can be plugged up, I use a smart plug for. So I have a collection of smart plugs that I always break out around the holidays. But other than that, let's see. I'm using some, actually my camera lights in here. I've got a couple of smart plugs for those. I am using actually a smart outlet for one of them, and I've got a camera plugged into one. Let's see, my wife's hair dryer, hair straightener. Sorry, that's a big one because that could burn the house down if she leaves it on. Let's see, what else am I using smart plugs for? Man, I'm trying to think if there's anything else in this room. But you're right, so much stuff has smarts built into it. It's not maybe as much of a need Excuse me. All right, sorry, bear with me. I'm gonna. Sorry, I saw a question. I was gonna try to flag. Okay, back to the questions. Sorry about that. Let's see. From Jason, have you successfully used Eve light switches in a three-way setup? I've tried about 6 of them in various three-way setups in my house and found they were all defective per Eve support. Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, I do have one of them in a three-way setup, and it's actually the one I did when it like first came out. I made a video about that, about the light switch, and it was in a three-way setup, and it still is. It's still there, and I haven't had any issues with mine at all. That's kind of surprising. Sorry to hear that. Usually Eve stuff is pretty rock solid for me anyways. Chris says, I am considering getting controller. How does it work with family sharing? I don't want to have to buy 2 licenses so my wife can use it on her devices as well. Yeah, controller supports family sharing. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% sure it does. And let's see. I might have to, I don't want to open it on the App Store. But yeah, I'm about 99% sure it does because they have the notifications features and some of those features that are good for families. So I'm almost certain it does. But it should tell you in the App Store just to be sure. And my wife, so in case you're wondering, doesn't use that app. I don't have. She just uses the home app for everything. So I mainly use the controller app for like HomeKit maintenance. I do have some smart notifications set up in the controller app for me, but she doesn't. They don't. They don't go to her. So yeah, it's one of those apps that just I use really. Mike says, how is the Inovelli white switch working for you? Excited about the switch and waiting for mine to ship. Man, I love it. It's awesome. It's an awesome switch. Like I said in the video, I've been using it for a little while when I made that video, and it's awesome. It's a great switch. Yeah, I really like it. I'm excited for the fan controller switch to come out. Let's see, I think I have got so many tabs open right now. Oops, sorry, wrong one. The Inovelli Smart Dimmer, this is the one in question here. And I think I put in the description, if anybody's interested, they gave me an exclusive, I think it's a 5% off your entire order. So if you order a bunch of stuff, that can definitely save you some money here. But, and that, again, that's linked down in the description today of this video. But I was trying to show you the collection. I'm excited about these right here. When this comes out, the fan switch, is it available now? Shoot, I might have to get me one of these. Oh, maybe it's out now. It was on pre-order. Oh yeah, okay, it's still pre-order. But yeah, because this, I mean, that's kind of my only issue with Lutron. I love Lutron stuff, and I love their fan controllers, but I've switched all my Lutron switches to that same style, like the paddle style that looks like that. But the fan controllers that they sell they don't have that option in the fan controller. So I might I might go to these for my fans just to have that little paddle style look and feel to it. So we'll see. But yeah, I think it's a great switch. I want more of them. I think I want to get a black one here in the studio. Mike says my 3-way Eve switch looks good. Yeah, jumping around in the chat a little bit. Couldn't find anything when you Googled it, Chris says. So yeah, Chris, regarding the controller app, check in the App Store. It should tell you there if it supports family sharing. Sorry, I see some more questions. I'm trying to flag them all. I'm going to get to as many as we can today. All right, some more questions here. Collective Life, thank you for your patience too, everybody. I tried my best to get to as many questions as we can here. Does the wireless Bulldog water shutoff valve work with Apple Home, or do I need to add something to make it work? So yes, you will need to add something to make it work, is the short answer. There's two versions of the wireless or of the Bulldog water shutoff valve that you can get. They have a Z-Wave version and they have a Wi-Fi version. Either version you get does not natively support HomeKit. So if you get the Z-Wave version, you'll have to use some sort of Z-Wave hub that you can integrate into HomeKit. So that could be something like Homi Pro. That's what I was using for a long time. Hubitat could do that. What else? Yeah, so any Z-Wave hub basically that you could tie into HomeKit maybe somehow, like those two. And then you can also get the Wi-Fi version. And again, no native support, but if you have Homebridge running, then you could get it into HomeKit through Homebridge. So that's also something that I did just while I was testing it. I always use the Z-Wave version at my house, but I did test out the Wi-Fi version as well, and it did work in Homebridge for me while I was testing that out. So. Question, is there any way to get the Aara FP1 in the USA? The FP1, that is the original one, right? Yeah, so like the first one. Yeah, so they don't sell it in the US, so yeah, just the FP2 right now. You could go through like AliExpress or what's some of those other sites? Some of those international reselling sites that have a lot of Aara stuff on there. You could do that. It just takes usually a few weeks for shipping. So there are ways to get those products that aren't sold here. AliExpress is the one that comes to mind. Question, have you given the Ecobee Doorbell a try? I thought you mentioned it in a previous live stream you were going to. Yes, I am actually using it right now. So I installed it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago at least. Probably, well, maybe even longer than that, I guess. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've been testing it out for a while. I am kind of giving Ecobee a shot right now as far as the whole like security system aspect goes. I've just been using the abode stuff for security in HomeKit for so long that I haven't really tried anything else. So, and I like abode, don't get me wrong, but I'm interested to try some other stuff, and there's really not a lot of options. So I thought I'll give the Ecobee stuff a shot and see if I like it. And yeah, I'll probably do a video on it. And kind of share my thoughts and experience with it, because there are some pretty unique features, like somebody rings the doorbell, the feed shows up on your camera. The feed shows up on your thermostat, which is pretty nice. I've already loved the thermostats for years now. I've been using those. And yeah, they've got some good stuff that I like, and there's some things that I don't like about it for sure. I can already tell you that too. So I don't know. Stay tuned for a video on that, I'm sure sometime in the near future. Brian from Chicago just became a channel member. Brian, thank you so much for joining and becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. Again, check out our member Discord server if you would like to, and that goes for all the new members here. You can just link your YouTube account in Discord. If you don't have a Discord account, it's free. Just go to the Discord website or download the app, create an account, and then link your YouTube account in there. And you can join our member Discord server, and we'll be doing our monthly video chat here in a little while this evening. So, saw some more questions. Torin, we got some more questions I'm gonna get to, but Torin asked, is there any word on the rumor of an Aara water shutoff valve? So they showed that demo. It was a prototype at CES. I see a few people here mentioned. There has not been any word since then that I'm aware of, other than that prototype that was shown at CES. So I really hope that they do release a product like that. It would be nice because there's not a lot out there. Really, there's not anything, I don't think, in there with native HomeKit support. So that would be really nice to see. Lurk Jerks asks, have you tried the Matter integration with the Flick Hub? I'm really disappointed. I thought I would get a QR code, but it does not work like that. I have not tried this, Lurk Jerk, because, I just haven't really gotten around to it, honestly. And I have read some of the things, like I see what you're saying. You thought that it would be, basically, you would get a QR code and you could add that probably to HomeKit. But from my understanding, it's kind of making the Flick app work, or the Flick Hub work, as a Matter controller of sorts rather than a Matter accessory, which is probably not what you were hoping for. So yeah, I understand your frustration, but I have not tried that out. I have not tried it out yet. Rob, we talked about this one a few minutes ago, debating on the two for the whole house. It's hard to say if the Inovelli White series is a Lutron Killer. Lutron is just so good. It takes a lot, and I did say in my video that this just might be a replacement, or at least an alternative to Lutron. And I have not said that, I don't think, about any light switch ever since using Lutron. So it's still hard to say, because long term, I think really long term, you need like at least a year, and see how many issues, if any, you've had over the course of that time. I haven't had any issues with it. I will say, what I need to do is to connect some more of them that aren't connected to smart light fixtures, because I haven't done that, and then that'll give me probably a better idea. Right now, mine are tied basically to automations, which is awesome. I love that. But I do need to get some more and just connect to just regular lights and test that out long term, and then hopefully we'll have a better idea. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough toss up between the two, for sure, for the whole house. I don't really know what to tell you, man. Maybe in a little while we'll have more in terms of that. But I've been very happy with both Lutron and Inovelli, is I guess all I can really say at this point. Can you use Homebridge on Hubitat? No, you cannot run Homebridge on Hubitat. You can connect Hubitat to your HomeKit setup, and integrate your Hubitat accessories into HomeKit, but you can't run Homebridge on Hubitat. Vito, what's going on, Vito? Says, having issues with cameras on Apple TV. When the camera pops up on the TV, the video is in slow motion. Funny but a pain. That's interesting. Also on the Home app, on Mac Mini M1, all cameras come up no response. Yeah, that's definitely not normal. I have not seen that, Vito. I would suggest, if you have not already, try restarting all of your HomeKit hubs, especially the primary one. Start there, and then maybe go reset all your HomeKit hubs. It sounds like some sort of weird HomeKit issue. The cameras, they do all get processed, like the notifications, automations, the especially like for HomeKit secure video, all that gets processed on your HomeKit hub. So I would restart all those. Hopefully that will kind of go away, but I have not seen that. Victor, we discussed this earlier. So LG bought 80% of Homi. It has been a lot of talk about that. Any thoughts on what it means for Homi? Again, we did discuss this earlier in the stream, so I encourage anybody to go back and look at that if you want to see more on that. But it seems that Homi is going to continue operating the same as they have. Hopefully, it'll just be a good thing with more resources, more money, maybe. And maybe LG products will get a little bit better because of it. Question from Remington. Will this lightweight, just talking about, can it work? I'm not sure what this question is referring to. Can it work with AC or work with DC fan? Be a good one to figure out. Oh, I guess you're talking about the Inovelli light switch is what I'm assuming, the fan controller. So that is a good question. Generally, these will only work with AC powered fans. I'll have to look into the documentation a little bit further. Again, these aren't available yet. They're on pre-order. Man, they even have a smart fan mode, so that's nice if you have a smart fan. There you go. There's your answer. So yeah, as I kind of expected, the fan switch works with AC motors only. DC motors are not supported. That's not surprising. That's kind of just the way it goes with DC powered fans. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question there. Do you have Homi Pro integrated into your setup? Yeah, so I have been using Homi Pro for, gosh, how long has it been? I don't know, at least 6 months, maybe longer, maybe closer to a year. But I recently have been trying to clean out my smart home, and I love Homi Pro. I love it, but I also wanted to try Home Assistant recently, so I set that up. And just because I have so many hubs and different things, I possibly temporarily disabled my Homi Pro so that I can kind of see if I could do all the same things on Home Assistant. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I have used Homi Pro in my HomeKit setup for quite a while. Absolutely love Homi Pro. Really don't have anything but good things to say about it. I see my wife in the chat. Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? How mad would you have been if I ran over the robot loam? Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been bad news. I think you would have gotten a silent treatment for that one. Whew, that would have been bad. Oh man, we can't even joke about that. Let's see, we got a couple more questions here. Mike says, any good ideas to improve Switchbot curtain devices working over rod extensions? Their adapter binds and duct tape didn't work. Man, Mike, I don't really know if the adapters and the duct tape stuff didn't work. Gosh, the only thing I can recommend is getting a new rod. Maybe I've seen some products out there or some rods that are supposed to have a better transition there, and maybe there's some products that you can buy for this. But yeah, gosh, I really don't know. You just gotta, yeah, I don't know. I don't use them in my house. I use the blind tilts because I don't have curtains, so I don't have any prolonged experience with those. But yeah, I was able, in all my testing, was able to get the little transition adapters or whatever to work. But yeah, I'm not sure what you can do other than maybe find another rod with a smoother transition. What is the deal with the Aara mini switch? It's hard to find. Is it? Maybe it is. Yeah, it's not showing up on Amazon. Sometimes this happens, and I don't see it here on Amazon. I just typed it in. So sometimes they run out of stock. especially with a company like Aara. I think, well, Aara actually does sell at Best Buy now too. See if we can find it on Best Buy. Because for the longest time, Aara only sold, oh, looky there. I think I found one. Here we go. At Best Buy, looks like you can get one. $15, even save $5 on it. So yeah, Aara only sells in the US anyways on Amazon and Best Buy. So sometimes they may run out of stock in one of those places. Also, anytime there's a big like sale coming up like Black Friday or Prime Day, you may see some weirdness going on with some of these products. So that's something to consider. Prime Day will be here in like another week or so. Or yeah, we're getting pretty close to Prime Day. So, but yeah, looks like it's available at Best Buy. So maybe you can pick one up there. Yeah, I don't know if they sell them at Home Depot or not. Vincent says, thinking of adding a bunch of Nanoleaf products in my office. Do you think Black Friday would be the best timing for deals? Yeah, either Black Friday or Amazon Prime Day. Those two are usually the best deals you'll get. Nanoleaf always does some pretty big deals on both of those events, I think. So I would check out the Prime Day sales and see if there's some significant discounts. You might want to go ahead and do it. But yeah, I would say if not, or either way, Black Friday, historically, Nanoleaf has always had some really good deals for all of their products, like the lines and stuff that I have. I've got them all throughout my studio here. Their shapes, a lot of their stuff. So yeah, Black Friday is usually the best, if not Prime Day as well. Either one of those. So definitely check. All right. Well, with that said, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I hope I answered your question. I try to get to as many as I can, but I need to take a short break because soon we're going to be doing our members hangout over in Discord. Again, if you're a channel member, I hope to see you there. I will be over there in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to grab me a little drink. Maybe something strong. And I'll see everybody there. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out today and talking smart home stuff with me. It's always a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys all. Stay on the lookout for new videos coming soon. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, check me out on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also on TikTok, but I'm most active over on Instagram, and I post over there pretty much every day. So hope to see you there as well. I appreciate you guys all. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. All right. God bless.